dramatic 3-hour Bachelor event starts right now.
So I have a big time question for you today. How would you like to be the Bachelor? Hi, I'm Kevin Ward with YesMasters.com, and I was just thinking about being the Bachelor. And if you were going to be on that show, would you rather be the Bachelor or would you rather be one of the girls, one of the contestants on The Bachelor? Because see, here's the reality. If you're the Bachelor, here's what you know. Number one, you know you're going to get a girl at the end of the show, period. And number two, you're going to get to pick the one you want. Now, on the other hand, if you're one of the contestants, if you're one of the girls, here's what you also know. You know that chances are you're not going to get the guy, and you're probably going to get your heart broken along the way. Well, the reason I tell you all that is in real estate right now, we are in most markets across North America, we're in a very low inventory type scenario, and we are seeing multiple offers all over the place. And I want you to think about for a minute what it's like to be in a multiple offer situation. I want you just to imagine, we'll go from being a bachelor to what if you were stranded on a desert island. And if you were stranded on a desert island and there were one girl and 8 guys, which one would you rather be? Would you rather be the girl or would you rather be just one of the guys? And here's what I want you to think about. In this market right now, in this real estate market, if you have a listing, you're the girl. Now what that means is you know that you've got your choice of all the guys on the island, of all the buyers. When you're getting multiple offers, you're the girl. You're the one that gets to choose the best of the best. And if you're one of the, I want you to think about if you have a buyer, it's like just being one of the boys. Is that you've got one house that your buyer wants, and so do 8 other people or 7 other people or however many other people want the same house, and that's when we get into what we call multiple offer situations. So I want to share with you 3 thoughts today about how to deal with being in this type of a low inventory multiple offer situation scenario over and over and over again. Now, I'll also tell you this. It probably looks like in the very near future, inventory is going to shoot up. It looks like we got a lot of properties coming on the market. I'm hoping that's true across the country. It's definitely true in some areas. However, the market's heating up on both sides. Interest rates are still low. Prices are still relatively low compared to what they were during that housing boom. And there's a lot of pent-up demand of buyers that have been looking and sellers who've been waiting. And now it's kind of all coming together. So it's very likely that for most of 2013 and maybe even into 2014, we're going to be seeing lots of multiple offer situations. So three suggestions, 3 tips. Number one, as an agent, if you're prospecting, if you're lead generating, why in the world would you spend one moment going after more buyers? Why would you not spend every second lead generating and prospecting of trying to find sellers to put yourself in the position of being the girl, of being the one who has the listing that everybody else wants? Because what you do every time you take a listing is you just hired 1,000 agents or 500 agents or 2,000 or 5,000 agents in your market to work for you on weekends and wherever to bring their buyers to your girl. Okay, you understand what I'm saying here? So that's suggestion number 1 is go for the listings. Listings are king in this market. They're king all the time, but even more so in this market than at any other time. Second suggestion today is if you have a buyer, if you're working with a buyer, I want to suggest that you literally, as you're educating them on how they're going to get their offer accepted, that you literally draw a desert island for them. And say, let me show you what the kind of scenario we're in right now in this house that you're wanting to put an offer in. I know it just came on the market yesterday. I know you guys just saw it. You're wanting to think about it. Can I explain to you what my greatest concern is and why I want to help you get this house because I know you like it? I want you to realize that it's kind of like being on a desert island. And that house is the girl or the guy. You can go either way. It doesn't matter. But that house is the girl. And there's 7 or 8 other people that are going to be fighting over that girl. Okay? We're one of the buyers. Now, the question is, at the end, you're like, well, we want to get a good deal. Can I tell you who gets the good deal? The one who gets the girl got the deal because everybody else got their heart broken. Okay? In this market, when you're in multiple offer situations, somebody wants a house. Look, the person who got the deal is, well, I just want a good deal. Well, here's the deal. You get the house or you don't. If you want the house, the good deal is you got the house over everybody else. And 2 years from now, you're going to be so glad that you got that house instead of getting beat out by some others over $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever it was. So educate them and actually draw it out and say, here's what it is. The girl is the listing. It's the house. And she's gonna get a guy. She gets to choose of all the guys. Now, how are we going to go if we're one of the guys, we're one of the boys, how are we going to play here? Are we going to play hard to get? We're going to play cool? We're going to be too cool for school? We're just going to hang out? Or are we going to put our best foot forward? We're going to show everything we've got. We're going to go all out to wine and dine this girl. We're going to give her the best of the best. Just imagine a dating scenario that you're trying to win the girl's heart. That's how you get this deal. Okay, now money talks when it comes to real estate and making good offers, but it's not the only thing. It's just understanding that, are we willing to do everything we can to get this house, or are we going to try to go for the good deal? Well, the good deal is get the house. Okay, that's suggestion number 2 is use this scenario for your buyers to help to educate them on that. Now, my third suggestion is if you have the listing. And here's one of the keys, and I'm going to actually do some more training on this for my clients on how do you deal with multiple offer situations. But here's the main thing I want to tell you today is that whenever you have the listing, you've got to tell your seller, you're not in this scenario. You see, the scenario you're in is your listing, your seller has one house to sell, and they're on this island. But look, if they start playing games with the guys get uninterested real quick, and what are they going to do? They're going to leave the island and go to another island and find another house. That's the reality. Because here's this thing about multiple offer situations, because sellers absolutely love multiple offer situations, right? What about buyers? Buyers hate multiple offer situations. I mean, they can't sleep at night. They're freaking out. They're trying to say, well, what is it going to take? What do we got to do to get this house? And they're wanting you to call the listing agent, or they're calling the listing agent saying, oh, please take our offer. Please take our offer. You don't understand. And this house just means the world to us, and we want to do this. Well, how much do we have to pay? You know, I don't know, but just put your best foot forward if you're going to go all out. So the key is for you to communicate to your sellers that you got to strike while the iron is hot. You got buyers excited, they're wanting the house, and yet if they feel like you're playing games with them, or you're dragging it out, or you're trying to hold out for better offers, or you're now wanting to raise the terms, they're going to get uninterested real fast, and guess what? Boom, you're going to be on the island all by yourself. So let them know you got to take advantage of it right now. It's an amazing market. It's an amazing time for both for buyers, for sellers, and especially for us as real estate agents. So just take advantage of that. Number 1, here's the key. Number 1, go for listings. That's the name of the game. Number 2, let your buyers know they're going to have to play all out and put their best foot forward, do everything they can to get the girl, to get the house, and then let the sellers know that when you're in the multiple offer situations, speed is in your favor. You don't have long to get the best terms and price, so take advantage of it while you got maximum interest, because maximum interest is how you always get the best terms and price in any market. So that will help you make a lot of money this year. Go for it. Huge opportunities out there. Engage those opportunities. Play to win, and always expect yes.